Okay, good morning you guys. We are currently getting ready. The boys are playing with the SpongeBob balloon. We are currently getting, I shouldn't say getting ready, we are currently getting dressed. This vlog's gonna be a little different, but we are actually going to be getting Noah tested for the coronavirus. Yesterday he started getting like a runny nose, and I could tell like his voice started going. He says he doesn't have a sore throat, but I could tell like he started getting a little bit raspy. Sorry if my camera goes in and out, but he started getting a little raspy. And then last night he started coughing. It was like a dry cough. And then this morning he woke up and he's like a faucet, and his cough sounds like a bark. Now, I personally think it's croup. What?
Look how much hangers we got.
Yeah, that's a lot of hangers. But anyways, I personally think it is croup. I was on the phone all this morning with the clinic doing like all the questions and stuff, and they still obviously want him to be tested for COVID, but I don't know if it is COVID. I personally think it's, I don't know, I could be wrong. But he sounds creepy to me. He sounds like that barky sound, and so yeah, that's what we are doing today. That's at 11:50. It is the drive through the drive up testing, and so I've been trying to prepare him all morning, and then obviously we have to stay quarantined for the time of like until we get his test results back, and if they're negative, then we know it wasn't COVID, or if it is positive, then we still have to stay quarantined for 14 days, I think she said. And so yeah, that's how that's going.
5 and it says 4.
Yeah, as you guys can hear, his voice is a little raspy. How you feeling?
Good.
Do you feel tired?
Mama, Papa.
No, you can tell he's congested though. It almost sounds like a cold. That's what you wanted to wear? Okay.
I just pull this down and the hanger come down with it.
Okay. Okay.
And I got one side down.
Okay. We actually had plans to go to the cabin, but we are obviously not doing that anymore. What? What do you want? Sure. Hi. Charles, are you dressed? Yeah? Are you in your Buzz Lightyear? Wow. I know. I see you. Oh my gosh. You're the Vikings. We just got back from getting Noah tested. I did not bring my camera because honestly that's just too much to share on the internet. He did really well. He did not cry. He did awesome. We then got handed this piece of paper just basically telling us about self-isolation, self-monitoring, to go into the clinic and all that. Good morning. It is day 2. Do you want milk? Oh, you want your cereal. Daddy's getting your cereal. It has almost been 24 hours since Noah has had his COVID testing. Noah, how you feeling? You're feeling good? He's still coughing. He's still raspy, but no fever. You want this too? Why are you crabby? It's very hectic in our house this morning, but like I said, it is day 2. Of waiting, well, almost to 24 hours, still waiting for Noah's test results. He's doing pretty good. He has all of his energy. He never lost his energy. He wasn't ever really lethargic. He's just congested. You can hear it in his voice. And then in the mornings, he coughs a lot. You got food in your little baggie? Yeah. How you feeling?
Good.
Does anything hurt? No? No throat pain, ear pain, tummy pain, nothing? Just a stuffy nose? Yeah. So, yeah, that's how he's doing. We're still waiting on his test results.
What is that?
What they did yesterday.
No!
Yeah, no, we're not doing that again. And then if you guys saw my Instagram post Gage still needs to go and get tested, and that's because someone at his work has it. Or not has it. Someone at his work's family has it, so now he's gonna go and get tested, but he is not showing any symptoms, but you still need to get tested.
Yep.
These videos have been this walk has been very sporadic, and I'm so sorry for that. It's just been kind of hectic. It was the weekend, it's 4th of July, and we pretty much stayed home, and if you've been following our Instagram, you saw what happened with Weston. Charles just fell. Hold on. Come here.
Hi guys.
Did you trip? Did you trip?
Look at my picture.
Oh, buddies.
I'm
Phone? Hello, Charlie.
as you know,
Hello, Charlie. You're
it's
okay.
been the weekend. That's why we're not at the cabin.
Anyways, I'm just going to update you on Noah first, and then I will update you on Weston. So, Noah's test came back. Noah tested negative for coronavirus, so that means he pretty much has like a summer cold. Gage's, if you guys saw our Instagram post, or maybe I can't remember what I said on the vlog, but did you drop your phone? He has skeeter bites on his head, by the way. Gage's coworker tested positive. Did you drop it? Do you want to grab it? You're fine. Here. You grab it. What? The kids, it's like that hour. What do they call it? Like the witching hour. It's currently 4 o'clock, and they are all kind of crabby. Hey. Hey now. Yes, take a big breath. Did I open your car bin? So those are your monster trucks? Yeah. Look, you got this monster truck too. Cool. Cool. I think I got all the kids kind of settled. So, Noah's test came back negative for corona, which means he has like a summer cold. Weston, or Gage's coworker, his test came back negative. Gage's test came back negative, so that's all good. No corona, just some weird summer cold. You want to say it, Mama? Well, then on Friday night, if you guys saw our Instagram post, if you're not following us on our Instagram, be sure to go follow us over on there. That's where I update like sooner, more often than I do on YouTube. If you guys saw on our Instagram, you saw that Weston was transported to the emergency room because basically what happened was we went to bed, the kids went to bed Friday night, and Gage and I were still awake. It was like around midnight-ish, 1 o'clock, around that time. Gage and I were still awake, and we heard, I don't even know how to describe the sound, but we heard something, and so we went to go check on Weston, or not Weston, we went to go see what the noise was coming from, and it was coming from Weston. And he woke up, and he was wheezing like a, I'm trying to like describe it, just like a, and then out, and then, and every time he would do that, his whole like stomach would retract. So like it would just be sucked in, and you could just see his ribs. And then he would cry, and then keep wheezing, and then he would cough, and it was like to me it sounded like a croupy cough, like croup, but he doesn't have croup. Like, he's perfectly fine. He's perfectly fine right now. He doesn't have a cough at all, but it sounded like a barky cough, just like a like a wheeze cough almost. You can come here. Come here. Yeah, come here. You want to tell him? You gotta stand right here, behind Mama. This way, so we can see you. Right there. All right, you can tell him. You can tell him.
Go cabin.
No, we didn't go to the cabin. Where'd you go?
Go doctor.
You had to go to the doctor?
Yeah.
Yes. So basically,
We have heard.
the police came here and the
Yeah.
fire trucks.
Yeah.
Well, the fire department and the ambulance. So basically, we called 911 because he was wheezing. It was like he couldn't breathe. Every time he'd breathe in, it was bad. And stomach was retracting.
Go and look.
Yeah, and so we called, and the police,
Mama,
the sheriff was the first.
Go and look too.
I did go with you. The sheriff was the first one to come here.
Daddy, go and look too.
Yeah, Daddy brought you out to the truck.
Yeah.
He walked you out there, and then Mommy rode with you. Anyways, the sheriff was the first one to come.
Hi. Mama, let me out.
I brought your blankie, huh? Yeah. So, anyways, the sheriff was the first one to show up, and he could tell Weston was having a hard time breathing, and the kids are fighting. Hold on. Where did I leave off? So, the sheriff was the first one to arrive, and he could tell that Weston was struggling to breathe, and so they only carry so much with them, and he had like an oxygen tank. Excuse you. He had like an oxygen tank, and so he immediately put Weston onto oxygen, and then the fire department showed up, but they didn't have anything. I mean, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. They didn't bring anything, and then Weston was already hooked up to oxygen, and he was still retracting, but he was getting the oxygen. And then the paramedics showed up, and they listened to him, and she said his chest was very tight, like tight feel, like I don't know all the medical terms, but like it was very tight, and that he needed to go to the emergency room. And so what? Okay. It was a little rude, and that's why he's in timeout. So I then rode with Weston in the ambulance, where he then got a neb treatment, and then brought to the hospital, where he was given, I can't remember, but he was given another medication. And long story short, his oxygen was back to 100, like perfect, after like the oxygen and the nebulizer. And so yeah, I don't know, basically his diagnosis was mild intermittent reactive airway disease with acute, I'm probably gonna butcher this name, with acute exacerbation. I'm pretty sure that's like retraction, maybe, I'm not sure. But that was his diagnosis, which is pretty much an asthma attack is what he had. He had a mild asthma attack. If you guys know, Weston's always had like issues, and like it's frustrating because we brought it up, but he's so young that they won't officially diagnose him with asthma. They just call it that, and it's just frustrating. But that's what happened. He had an asthma attack, and it's been a crazy weekend with Noah getting sick, having to do the COVID test, finding out that someone at Gage's work was exposed, and then they tested negative, and then Gage had to get tested, and then he tested negative, and it was very a hectic weekend. And then Weston being admitted into the hospital. We obviously went home, and he was fine the next day. The only thing was he was tired because he was up all night at the hospital, but he was fine. He went home. He had a couple med treatments because when he woke up he was a little, but like not bad, and then he hasn't had one since. Yeah, he hasn't had one since. So, and he's perfectly fine. No, he's not sick, no runny nose, no cough, no nothing. And so, yeah, it's just, we'll have to bring it up to his doctor again and see what they do. But this video is kind of, like I said, all over the place, but that was just basically our crazy hectic weekend. So I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to follow us on our Instagram. Be sure to subscribe if you're new to our channel. I will leave all of our links down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll talk to you in our next video.
Out on a road that I built with my own two hands. I met friends on the way, people chosen to make a stand. I felt strong in the sun as I walked onto pastures green.